Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year. I just keep showing up. Let me see. I take your 12 political questions out of the chat. So just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. It's an ongoing thing. What? Chinese scientists say they're creating super cows. Thank you. Random headline. What was that? Okay. Put this here, put this there. And Joanne says perfect attention award. Attendance? Oh yeah, I always get perfect attendance. Yeah. But anyway, let me get this off of that so it stops buzzing. Random headlines. Hello everybody. Hello. All right, let me pull out the cards. We will jump into the questions. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Okay. Starting, this is before we get into the questions. I was thinking something and I asked the cards, should I share? And what I got was, oh, heck yeah. All right. Because I know some of you, you have some issues with depression or what have you. I just want to let you know you're not alone. And this may be TMI, but I clinical depression off and on. It tends to come in waves. And I'm fine, I'm good. And then it's just wham. And it hits me hard. And I know this, I've learned to recognize the signs of it. And, it hits and you don't feel like doing anything. Everything just seems bleak. Like you have no future. There's nothing good. It's like, no. So that's when it's like, okay, we need to switch to the frontal lobes, the front of the brain. It may only be 1/4 of an inch deep, but your frontal lobes up here, I know, I thought they were like big, like kind of like the base of your brain is kind of rounded. I thought that was up here. No, it's just a little tiny area. And you have to start using your willpower and say, okay, well, this is what I'm doing today. And first of all, what are the self-care things? What are the things I need to do? Like walking, medication. There's a thing I use. It's for skincare, but it's very, very, very low level, like electricity. It's called microcurrent. Very, very, very low. I do my microcurrent thing. That tends to help if I do it regularly. And I just I work my way through. I make something pretty. I choose things I think are pretty. I hang out with nice people, and this too shall pass. And it will lighten, and I'll be fine. And then it'll hit me again in the future at some point, but it's okay. So I wasn't going to share that right now I'm like willpower, just pulling myself up. But I was like, should I tell other people? And this says yes. Offer some kindness to people who are hit. They've been hit hard with their own depression, and it does tend to come in waves over time. And who are just not even looking, not even just kind of pulled in. And you're not alone, and it's okay. All right? So hang in there. Do your self-care. And we will get through this. All right? So I just wanted to say that to you because you need to hear it. Just because it feels dark in the future doesn't mean it is. Roxy says, a nice cat brooch you're wearing. Had to look real close to make it out, but it's very pretty. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Glenna. Thank you, everybody. Kay Rubio says, I use microcurrent and LED light all the time. Excellent. Yes, I just... Isn't that pretty? So, yeah. Little kitty. Little spring flowers. All right, here we go. Joyce says some people's willpower does not work. Medications are necessary. Oh, no. I didn't mean willpower your way through it entirely. No. I have been perfectly above board that I have one prescription that I take, and it's antidepressants. And it's not a low dose. So, no. And I have therapy. Every week, therapy. I do a lot to fight it. And so, just want to say, jobs report was good today, Kathy. Kathy Lamson, absolutely. Love to all suffer from. Lori Kimmerell saying depression stinks. Love to all who suffer from it. There we go. All right. Ricky's star of the show is a goodie today, says Christine. Oh, I missed it. Tasha Monroe says, ditto, sister. Love my therapist. Oh, good. All right, I don't see it. But I'm sure it'll come up again. All right. Tiger says, I never would have guessed that, Autumn. I've been dealing with it for decades, so I've got coping mechanisms. And yeah, that's just what you do. Oh! Ricky says, and the star of the show, the inspiration behind the Jerry Lee Lewis hit. Oh, whole lot of shaking going on. Yes, Boo-Boo's and Kitty. Yes, he's right there. He's very sweet. He's right there. Yes. Oops. Let me see if I do this. If I do that. Oh dear. How are you? Sorry. I did not mean to disturb the kitty. I just wanted to give you a little pet. Because you are precious. Yes, you are. Precious kitty. What's a big yawn? Oh, that was a big yawn. Yes. Okay. Little fuzzy, soft kitty. All right, here we go. Let's do some questions. Oh, thank you, Blue Eyes. Thank you, Paul. Okay. Oh, thank you, B. Smith. Oh, Sandy Miller says, my granddaughter loves Boo-Boos and Kitty. Oh, thank you. Ricky says, well, maybe a whole lot of sleeping going on with Boo-Boos and Kitty. Exactly. All right, let's look at some questions. So starting at 8, we'll just say 8:45. Let me make sure I refresh. Let's make it 9. All right. All right. So we had this. There are about 4 different people asking about this, so I moved it to the front. Bread of Hope, Betty Cantrell, Anne Murray, and Lola Bell were all asking about the Chinese spy balloon. Okay, I saw this morning on the news. I was watching the news this morning, and they were talking about the spy balloon. Here's what's going on. There is a gargantuan balloon. It's very big. All right. It is very high, and you can still see it with the naked eye. It is hecka big. All right. Think small blimp, not, a quadruple size birthday balloon. No. This thing's big. All right. So, Uh, Basically, NORAD started tracking this big balloon, and it's white. Anyway, this big white balloon going across the continental U.S. Okay, so they start tracking it, and it was moving along, and then it was at some point it was like hovering in certain areas, including for a while it was over a particular military base, and they said, "Hang on." The military is like, "Hang on." So they went to Joe Biden, and they told Joe Biden, "Don't shoot it down. We're letting you know about this. This is the whole thing, but do not shoot it down." And Joe Biden's like, "You know better than I do." And he's like, "But why wouldn't you know?" But here's the speculation that where I am. I think there was a conversation because when the military have come out and said it's a Chinese spy balloon. Okay. Another one has been spotted over Canada, I believe. And all this talk about just shoot it down, to shoot it down. Now, number one, as far as anybody can tell, there are no munitions on it. It's not carrying a bomb. It's a sneaky little blankety blank balloon. Okay. It has been in an area over one of our three biggest fields of nuclear weapon silos. But it's not like they can't see that from satellites. This is just closer down. Linda Kingsley says in Alabama too. Really? Thought it was just in Canada. Okay. So when the military, so this came out, it's a bit in the news, and when people are saying, why don't they shoot it down? The answers being given by the military and by the people in charge are a little off the mark. And I'm going to read on this because I think this idea of, oh my gosh, shoot it down. Well, I wonder if they are not. Mel Broussard says the Pentagon, NSA, CIA gets to monitor what the balloons are sending back to China, counterintelligence. Some people are saying that it isn't. Some people, I don't know if they knew or if they were just guessing. They were like, well, when is China going to retrieve their information? So is it not actually sending out information? And China has now claimed it and said, oh, it's just a regular weather balloon. It just got away from us. Sit down. Sit. But how did they know it was Chinese? The military knows more than we do. The military is on top of this, and even Don Jr., heaven help us, has come out and is saying people should take their guns, go outside, and shoot it down. Really? You have that little faith in the United States military? Really? You think a balloon can go over the continental United States and the military is just going to be like, oh gosh, I don't know what to do. I think it's more likely that there were some cooler heads saying, hang on, there's intel. What if we deflate it, bring it down, then we can see what's on it. If you blow it up, we don't learn anything. Was it giving off signals? Was it not? Where did it originate? there's a lot more involved in this. And I think it's telling that Junior came out and said, we'll just shoot it down. The military has got this. They are perfectly capable of taking care of us, keeping us safe, and from a balloon, no matter where it's from. Lori says, if it's that high, bullets won't reach it. I know. Oh, thank you, Valerie. So I just want to do a little reading here, see what's going on. My Meg says, what if it's carrying some toxic gas? It's so high up. It is so high up. Blue Eye says military is observing and tracking. I don't think they haven't taken it out of the sky because they're saying, well, we don't want we don't want it to create damage when it comes down. Right. Because Montana and the Dakotas and all of that, they're just jam-packed full of, there isn't any open space. The military has got this. Patricia says Don Jr. is smoking the rugs again. That's true, Jamie. It's flying at 60,000 feet. Mm-hmm. They're watching it. They know exactly where it came from. They've worked it all out. They've probably used all kinds of... Look, scientists can look at planets way the heck. And they can tell you, oh, this is what's in the atmosphere. This is what's in all of this stuff. They know all kinds of things to be known about this balloon. And I'm floored by the people like Junior who are just, military isn't going to do anything. You don't know the whole picture. They do. Yeah. Why is there dripping? Why are we dripping? Are we dripping, or we just, I guess you are dripping. Oh, that's because you got caught in that. I see. All right. Hang on. Sorry. The humidifier got caught on the edge of the kitty bed and started dumping water. Not dumping. What's the word I'm looking for? Wicking water onto the desk over here. And it's... There we go. I think I got the bulk of it. I got it. It's good enough for the moment. It's good enough for the moment. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. All right. Revolution. Ricky says, I haven't seen any news reports about another Chinese balloon over Alabama. Yeah. Mel says maximum height from a bullet fired from the ground is about 10,000 feet. And isn't the top of Mount Everest 39,000? Yeah. So when I went up in an unpressurized aircraft at 10,000 feet, I went into hypoxia. So euphoria was nice, but it's not good. Anyway, they know all about this, and they are perfectly capable of knocking this sucker down. But there's something there they want. They want to know every last thing there is to know. Two of Pentacles, Devil, Eight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Swords. They are not going to let this thing go anywhere they don't want it. Now that they know where it is, where it's going, they will do whatever it takes. 99 Luftballons. No. Yeah, they want, there's something on there that the military, or more specifically military intelligence, they want. There's something on that. They want to know every last thing about that. They want to know everything that's on it. They want to know every piece of technology that Chinese are using or not. They want to know if it's giving off signals. Who's picking them up? Is it going up to a Chinese satellite? Is it going to somebody on the ground? And this feels like they're going to put it where they want it put. And I have the sense that it kind of feels like they might try to bring it down over. See, if they're going to deflate it, it would be smart to put it. No, well, because this feels like that they'll try to like bring it down as softly as they can over water, maybe, and then just go over and snag. Okay, put it in a clean room or wherever else, and just examine it down to the atoms. That's why they don't blow it up. Because military intelligence and the NSA are like, no. Give it to us. So, Linda Kingsley, is it going to Russia? Actually, that's another thing. That's something I haven't heard. It's from China. So I'm guessing it's going east, or is it going west? I assumed it was going east, but I don't know. Oh yeah, when I say bring it down, Mel saying bring it down the Atlantic, I think it would be more like one of the Great Lakes. No question about sovereignty on that, even if it came down on, Canadian side of whatever lake. I think the Canadians would be like, hey, go ahead. We'd like to know. And the US will be like, sure, we'll share. Betty says, out of control. It's not. I'm not getting that it's out. That it's out of U.S. control. True. Melbourne says winds west east flowing with the jet stream. West to east. Okay. Yeah. See Torino. They're monitoring. Then they'll capture it. It's too valuable. West to east. Okay. Do some reverse engineering, says Lola Bell. Yeah. Seriously, don't let it stress you out. The governments are talking, and they're going to take it down carefully. This is flying up in the air and is very carefully being punctured. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's made a quick call even over to NASA to say, hey, we have people who are really good at trigonometry, but that is really your thing. We need to get this thing from here into the water here. How do we do that? I would bet you money there are some super scientists right now doing the math. Charlie says, keep it out of the water if it contains chemicals. I don't know. There you go. Good and controlled descent. 3 of Cups, Hierophant, Queen of Wands. Yeah, on the right, they're gonna. Biden administration lets Chinese balloons. Yeah. Wow, you have that little faith in the U.S. military. How pathetic, conservatives. Valerie says NORAD and NASA probably already have a plan. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Froxy Roxy, get a grip, people. Junior, start with you. Get a grip. Anyway, we're going to be okay. Patricia Desrin said it doesn't rely on wind. Whatever it's doing, they've got it. That's what it feels like. So, all right. Lori had a question. It's 2620. Lori had a question. Is the judge in Georgia going to release the grand jury information soon? Oh, I forgot to put up the graphic about Kirsten. There's a fundraiser 1 week's time in the evening right here on this channel. Let's make it 27. Take pity on those watching on replay. There. All right, Judge in Georgia, going to release that grand jury report soon. You know that Fonnie Willis says don't do it. So all right. Yes, Darren, pet therapy is my go-to. Absolutely. Kitty snuggles, some kitty purring. Immensely wonderful. 7 of Wands. Fonnie Willis has taken that information. She's gone to a regular grand jury who can suggest or not, or suggest there be indictments or not, there be charges or not. And that's, I just, even logically, I don't see a judge getting in the way of that. Not until we're sure. 5 of Pentacles, King of Cups, 10 of Swords, Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles. You lost. Biden got in. This is Fonnie Willis. This is this isn't being held accountable for the boneheaded stuff they did. Enjoy this reprieve while you can, boys. Thank you, Citorino. Thank you. Yes, Aaron. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little balls of fur. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Azalea. Nope, that's holding tight. World, letter finish. World, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, it would mess up there would be a possibility of it would mess up not indictments, but they're a fair trial. So I think we have to wait. So, okay. Nikki had a question at 30:30. Let's see here. Will Rudy also go to jail for participating in criminal activity? Hang on. When he was Trump's lawyer. I can dream. Oh, Christine says my pug's name is Roscoe. Hello, Roscoe. Who's a good puppy? Oh my gosh, Christine has a tortoiseshell kitty named Snickers. Oh my gosh. Snickers. Oh, dang. Okay, I'm an adult. I can handle it. 30. Okay, let's just do 30, 31:30. Okay. Will Rudy go to jail? Snickers. Love that. 8 of Swords. Rudy is in a prison of his own making. He's already there. Just Justice, King of Wands, Star, 6 of Cups, Queen of Swords. There's this general feeling. It's like almost like a ghostly feeling running through the middle of this. I mean, there's justice. There's justice coming for Trump, and this could be Rudy, but it's if it is, it's Rudy as Trump's lawyer. Very high profile. This right down here, this is an investigation. This is the rest of us being able to just keep on keeping on. There's also it's also traditionally a card of nostalgia. So Rudy and Trump, their friendship goes way back. But starting kind of here, but getting really bad by down here, the energy, it's just kind of is just fading, because I think Rudy's fading. Yeah. Oh, Putin came out of his wherever he was and gave a speech, put on a suit and everything. I'm wondering what kind of B vitamins they shot into him that he looks fine. Maggie, who says, when I got my cat, my son suggested the name Paws McCatney. Oh my gosh. Rudy. Anybody who's trying to use Rudy for anything is like Trump. They're just taking advantage of him. He's not well. It looks like he'll be caught up with Trump crimes, that sort of thing, but toward the end, I don't even know how much she's going to recognize what's going on 100%. So, okay. Sparky had an interesting question, but it let's do 3530. 3530. Okay, so there's we know who Bill Barr is potato. And we know who Durham is, which was the potatoes flunky. Okay. And the whole Russia hoax investigation that came up with a whole lot of nothing. Okay. Will the Bill Barr Durham investigation be linked to McGonigal? McGonigal, who was just busted, the busted FBI leader in New York. Because that was supposed to be all about Russia interference or Russia and Trump. Cut the deck. I got the tower in the world. Bill Barr and Durham. What's his first name? I can't remember. Hello, Jane. Will the Bill Barr Durham investigation be linked to McGonigal? And how dare you have Professor McGonigal's name, even if you spell it differently? Well, they've got McGonigal dead to rights. Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, Chariot, Nine of Swords, Hanged Man. They've got McGonigal dead to rights. They are going to debrief him. They are going to interview him. They are going to interrogate him to some extent. McGonigal, authorities are, and there's a lot. The whole Durham Bill Barr in particular, it's, if anything, it is a little tiny piece of, good grief, this man is such a traitor, and he was so high up. He did so much damage. He had his filthy fingers in so many pies. There's a lot. They are aggressively looking at it. This is the group of those who are trying to discredit the Trump-Russia connections. They're going after McGonigal in a huge way. He's got a lot of sleepless nights ahead of him, and he's toast. Yeah. Lori says it's all connected, a huge international crime syndicate. What do you think, Kitten? What do you think? Is it a huge crime syndicate? He's like, it's a crime not letting me get some sleep. All right. Hatbox Ghost. Love that name. 3930. Okay, I don't think there's too much worry about this, but let's have a look. Are Michael Cohen and his family safe? From whom? The Trump mob says that. All right. Are Michael Cohen and his family safe? Cohen has more money than Trump does. Oh, that's awesome. And if Trump really understood that, he'd be so mad. Oh, it's glorious. Hello, Denise. Oh, wow. 10 of Cups. 4. Sun. 6 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. It ends with sitting pretty, and Cohen does his Mea Culpa podcast. I believe, doesn't he do it from home? He does. They do go out, but there's no catastrophe here. There really isn't. He's sitting pretty, and it feels like there is some security. There's some security stuff going on, so he's okay. That's what I'm getting. I hope he's okay. Lisa says, I'd love to know what Trump's cortisol level is. All right. Oh, pro-Trump Republican minister. Oh, my Manx. Quite the question. See, I don't always like looking at people who are supposed to be spiritual leaders, because even though my New Age beliefs, I believe we are equal and there's nothing I do that you can't. I believe that. There's nothing I'm doing that you can't. I just do it with graphics. It's that, people have their beliefs and I don't want to jump on them. I'm a kind of a live and let live as much as I can. However, I'll make an exception here to read on this nonsense. So, this was it. 4230 maybe? Sorry. Okay. Pastor Julie Green, a pro-Trump Republican minister, says that, quote, ready? God told her a bunch of Democrats are going to be arrested. Really? You will see many die. Unquote. I've already seen 1 million people die in my country from Trump and his son-in-law blankety blanks and Stephen Miller and the rest of them and all the other Republican leaders who contributed to the death of 1 million of our citizens. You'll see many die. I've seen many die. Pastor Julie Green, a pro-Trump Republican minister, says that God told her a bunch of Democrats are going to be arrested. See, I don't snow you guys. I don't snow you guys. I don't say, yes, I'm always right. Oh, yes, I'm all of that. No, I read on the collective, same way you could. And I do the best I can. Anybody who does this, it isn't 100% correct. And anybody who says it is lying to you. This is just checking in with the collective energy. That's what this is. I've had quite many people do readings for me. I've paid for readings. And I take it in the same way I would take a friend who gave me some advice. And then I add it to the list of other friends' advice. Yeah. Many Democrats are going to be elected. You will see many die and seen. Hal Sparks was talking about how back in the day, he was dating a woman who got a whole lot of, she got booked for a whole lot of commercials. And she said, the reason I'm getting booked on all these commercials and you're not is because, and she explained the whole thing, what they're really looking for. And there's a whole video about that from the last few days where he was talking about. It's fascinating. But the thing he said, and there's something sort of like that on the internet, which is he said his girlfriend was doing a video with her friend, and they did some, an old joke, which I won't repeat, but it had to do with a pregnant Barbie. And why don't you see pregnant Barbie, whatever. But anyway, I'm not repeating the joke. But but the comment section was just filled. She got huge response on that, because we were like, oh no, there was a pregnant Barbie, and it was really creepy, and da. And the biggest responses you get sometimes, or on the internet, is if you're wrong. You want engagement? Go big and go wrong. I'm not going to do that for obvious reasons, but yeah. Go say that God has spoken to you. And how are you better than me? How is what you think God said to you, how is that? And it's all about your political views. Right. Okay. Anyway, this is what made me go down that rabbit hole, or explain all that to you. It's and pass the and send me money. Everybody does this. If you're spending these many hours doing things, you need some kind of support. If you're ever going to pay your basic bills, I am very, very grateful for your super chats and what you give. Hugely grateful for that. But I don't snow you. Five of Cups, Eight of Cups, Page of Wands, Two of Swords, King of Swords. Is she going to bless the angels out of Africa too? There's nothing here. It's just, now, the worry is, is there going to be another attack on the Capitol, all this kind of stuff? No. Basically, they had their shot, and they're idiots, and they blew it. Thank heavens for stupid criminals. Yep. There's a reason I was saying that. There's another reason. Can't remember. Oh well. Teresa Ford says, I bless her with the return of that energy into her life. Yes. Energetically, the most anybody should do to anybody is surround them with a mirror, like a mirrored ball. So whatever they give off will come right back to them. If they do good things, if they are kind, if they are doing anything positive, they should reap the reward of that. If they're being Donald Trump, he should reap the reward of that. Okay. Mike Potato, the other potato. Mike Pompeo, Trump's Secretary of State, 5130. Declared in a recent interview that to promote his new book, that he said, Mike Pompeo said, we delivered a peaceful transition on January 6, 2021, exactly as our Constitution requires. Reality? What's that? Reality is what I say it is. Kalamazoo. American Magic. Kalamazoo. Please. He's looking to run in 2024 for president. Will he get anywhere? Okay. Cards straight off the top of the deck. Very straightforward. Worry. That actually feels like not only worry about the idea of him becoming president, but worried about Republicans ever getting into power again. 3 of Cups. That's insulting. Page of Swords. 4 of Cups. Reality. Rationality. 2 of Cups. 5 of Swords. Insult to injury. We'll vote for Democrat. Thank you. Denial. Refusal. We were happy that Biden was getting in, and here's the big bully. Sit down. All right. At 54 minutes in. Boy, I was a talky thing today, wasn't I? 54 minutes in. Will Joe Biden get a second Supreme Court judge? iCloudzilla people now. Autumn, you have such a bright auric presence. Who would think you face depression? Oh, bless you. Thank you so much. That is so kind. All right. Okay, that's partnership. Page of Pentacles. 6 of Cups. King of Wands. Okay. I'm getting mixed energy on this. The energy doesn't feel super strong, but the cards keep having things like partnership for Democrats. Us. This is a good card for Democrats right in the middle. And this is one of the far right justices. And if we're happy in the middle, and this is somebody who's on shaky ground, just a page, one of the Supreme Court justices, and we're looking at a page of pentacles. Yeah. Thank you, Kelly. How's your dad? Hope all is well. Thank you so much. He's okay. He's okay so far. He still hasn't had that procedure. So fingers crossed when it happens. Betty says, I think that looks like a yes. It leans that way. The cards lean that way. But I don't know the energy is that strong right now. The cards are. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Anything to help save the Supreme Court, save us from the Supreme Court. All right, 50. All right, anyway. Okay, this is going to make you crazy. And if this isn't illegal, I don't know what is. 5630. 56. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. Thank you. Thank you. Ron DeSantis has a volunteer army of parents called the, I kid you not, woke busters. That are literally snatching books out of children's hands. They are going so far as to full out clear shelves of LGBTQ plus youth books at public libraries. How is that legal? I was not blessed with motherhood in this life, but I have nephews, and if some stranger came up and ripped a book out of my nephew's hands, even though they're all adults now, I don't care. I'd have something to say about that. Woke busters. Yes, Kelly. That's a whole level of stupid. Let's just get the vegetable peeler out. Nikki Rigel saying, excuse me, but what in the blue hell? Yes. Oh, wow. Queen of Wands. And they'd like to speak to the librarian's manager. Four of Cups. Fool. Ace of Swords. Nine of Pentacles and Moon. Oh, they're not going to stop anytime soon. And they basically feel like they've been, if they feel like DeSantis sent them, go forth and ask for everybody's manager, they're probably going to be like, we can do whatever we want. Hello, Hilda. Oh, I like that, Polywanda. We need a virtual, not real. We need a bonfire of the Hannitys. Play on words. No actual harm to anybody. But I love the play on words. Trish says, why are they so scared of books and LGBTQ plus people, since they know nothing about either of these things? Because they know nothing about it, and because they don't want to know anything about it. And it scares them. It scares them. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance leads to fear. But they're not going to stop anytime soon. Who was it who was saying in the chat about a use of, what was it? Is how you'd be like, say the same. I'd be like, did you touch my kid? Yeah. Where was it? Where was it? Okay, I can't. Oh, there it is. Susie Buckingham said, seems like an ACLU lawsuit could nip this in the bud. Yeah, I think this, yeah. Yeah, there's going to be something right there. Hang on. So, people just trying to read, and they just, ignorance is fear. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. It's Florida. It's DeSantis's Florida. So I'm not seeing this changing soon. All right. All right. Well, I am actually there are 3 questions left. I'm actually going to save them for tomorrow. It is 1:25 here in Chicago. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everything. And seriously, if anybody, from what I talked about at the beginning, if you're worried, don't be. Don't be. This is nothing. This is nothing compared to what I've dealt with in my life. I'm fine, and it gets better. It just does. It just does. And in a few days, I'll feel better, and then on we go. So all's going to be well. Seriously. Let me pull up this. No. That. 1 week from today, for Friday, 7 p.m. right here on the Black and Orange channel, there's going to be a fundraiser for Kirsten Langston from Third Eye Champagne. All right, we're going to do what we can to help her, since she was her appendix burst, and she has been very, very ill. We almost lost her, but she made it, but she's really struggling. Yeah, anyway, but that is a week from tonight. So, and yeah, so please, do you get me twice on Friday? But anyway, Scotia, sweetie, thank you so much. Thanks for the reads and some tough time. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. All right. Well, that's going to do it for me for today. It's 1:26 p.m. here in Chicago. It is 12 degrees Fahrenheit. It's all uphill from here. Matter of fact, the cold air is going to pass through, and tomorrow the high is supposed to be in the 40s. So, see, things get better. Yeah, exactly. Everything's fine, honestly. So, hang in there. There we go. Hang in there. You are not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. And Rachel's saying, have a great weekend. Absolutely. But I'll be here. I'm here 365 days of the year. So I will see you right back here tomorrow.